Hollywood woke up to a nightmare. News breaking out of Los Angeles has sent shockwaves through the film industry and far beyond it. Two elderly parents were found brutally stabbed to death inside their own home in one of the city's most affluent neighborhoods, a place associated with privacy, safety, and celebrity calm, not violent crime. But what turned this from a horrifying homicide into a story gripping the entire country was one devastating detail. Authorities say the man charged with killing them is their own son. The discovery alone was chilling. The accusation that followed was unthinkable. Almost instantly, the case exploded across headlines, social media, and newsrooms, with disbelief giving way to a single haunting question. How does something like this happen inside a famous family, behind closed doors, in a quiet Los Angeles home? As investigators moved quickly and prosecutors stepped forward, it became clear this wasn't just another celebrity headline. It was a tragedy that cut straight through Hollywood's image of glamour and control, exposing something far darker underneath. Here's what officials have formally confirmed. According to investigators, the bodies of an elderly couple were discovered Sunday afternoon inside their home in Brentwood, a wealthy West Los Angeles neighborhood known for privacy and high-profile residents. Both victims had suffered fatal stab wounds. Within hours of that discovery, homicide detectives with the Los Angeles Police Department identified a suspect, the couple's 32-year-old son. He was arrested later that same night without incident at a park in downtown Los Angeles, near the University of Southern California campus. On Tuesday, prosecutors escalated the case. A criminal complaint was filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court, charging him with 2 counts of first-degree murder. Legally, that charge means prosecutors are alleging the killings were intentional and premeditated, the most serious homicide charge under California law. Authorities confirmed a knife was used in the killings, but that's where details stop. Investigators have not said how the attack unfolded, whether the weapon was recovered, or what may have led up to the stabbings. Police have also declined to discuss motive, possible statements by the suspect, or whether drugs or alcohol played any role, leaving many of the most pressing questions unanswered as the case moves forward. The charges now place this case at the highest level of criminal severity in California. Prosecutors confirmed that the 2 counts of first-degree murder carry the maximum possible penalties, either life in prison without the possibility of parole or capital punishment. At this stage, the district attorney's office has not decided which path it will pursue. Speaking publicly, the district attorney called the loss beyond tragic and emphasized that prosecutors are committed to seeking justice while also taking time to weigh the case carefully. He added that the thoughts and wishes of surviving family members will be taken into consideration before any final decision is made on whether to seek the death penalty. Procedurally, several steps now follow. Autopsies still need to be completed to formally determine the precise cause, manner, and timing of death. The accused remains in custody and has not yet been medically cleared for his initial court appearance. Once that clearance is complete, an arraignment is expected, where the charges will be formally read and the legal process officially begins, moving this devastating case from investigation into the courtroom. As disturbing as the charges are, the background of the accused adds another layer of complexity to the case. The suspect has openly acknowledged a years-long struggle with substance abuse, describing a battle that began early in his life. He has spoken in the past about entering rehabilitation for the first time at just 15 years old, followed by multiple attempts at treatment over the years. Those struggles, by his own account, at times led to periods of homelessness, particularly when he resisted seeking help. His experiences with addiction were not hidden from public view, and were even referenced in creative work tied to his family's life story. At present, he remains held without bail in a Los Angeles County jail facility. Authorities have confirmed that he has not yet been medically cleared for his initial court appearance, which has delayed formal arraignment. What remains unknown is just as significant as what is known. Investigators have not disclosed a motive, and officials have refused to say whether the suspect was under the influence of drugs or alcohol at the time of his arrest. Police have also not revealed whether he made any statements after being taken into custody, leaving critical questions unanswered as the case moves forward. As the investigation unfolded, reports began circulating that added another unsettling wrinkle to the timeline. Several media outlets have claimed that the night before the killings, the accused had a heated argument with his parents during a holiday party hosted by comedian Conan O'Brien. According to those reports, the disagreement was intense and happened just hours before the couple was found dead. But here's the critical distinction. Law enforcement has not confirmed any of this. Police have not cited the party, the alleged argument, or any prior confrontation as part of their official case. No witness statements have been publicly verified, and no timeline linking that gathering to the killings has been acknowledged by authorities. Investigators are staying deliberately silent because premature details can compromise a prosecution, especially in a case this serious. Until evidence is presented in court, those reports remain unconfirmed background noise, not established fact. For now, officials are drawing a hard line between what's being speculated and what can actually be proven. To understand why this tragedy has resonated so deeply, you have to understand who Rob Reiner was to Hollywood. He first became a household name as an actor, playing Mike "Meathead" Stivic on the groundbreaking sitcom All in the Family, a role that placed him at the center of America's cultural and political conversations during a deeply divided era. But it was behind the camera where Reiner left his most lasting mark. Over decades, he directed a run of films that shaped modern American cinema, including This Is Spinal Tap, The Princess Bride, When Harry Met Sally, Stand By Me, A Few Good Men, Misery, and The American President. Films that crossed genres but shared a deep understanding of character and human conflict. Just this year, Reiner reached a rare milestone with the release of a sequel to This Is Spinal Tap, arriving more than 4 decades after the original, became a cult classic. Beyond filmmaking, he was also known for his outspoken political activism, frequently engaging in public debate and remaining a visible figure well into his later years, making the sudden, violent nature of his death all the more shocking to those who felt they knew him. While much of the public focus has centered on her husband's fame, Michelle Reiner had a legacy of her own, one that rarely chased the spotlight, but quietly shaped moments of cultural record. She worked as a photographer and producer, and one of her most widely recognized contributions was capturing the photograph of Donald Trump that appeared on the cover of his book, Trump, The Art of the Deal, an image that became permanently embedded in modern political and pop culture history. Michelle met Rob Reiner while he was directing When Harry Met Sally, and the two married in 1989, forming a long-running partnership that blended creative life, family, and public visibility. Yet she consistently remained more private, choosing work over celebrity. Her death matters not as an extension of someone else's fame, but as the loss of an individual whose work, presence, and partnership quietly influenced decades of cultural moments, now abruptly and violently cut short. Part of why this story has gripped the public so intensely is the way it echoes some of Los Angeles' darkest chapters. Authorities and media observers have already drawn comparisons to infamous past cases, including the 1994 killings of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman, moments when celebrity, violence, and private lives collided in a way the public couldn't look away from. But this case cuts even deeper because of its rarity. Family-on-family homicide, especially involving parents and an adult child, is among the most disturbing forms of violent crime. It shatters the basic assumption that home is a place of safety and replaces it with something almost impossible to process. That's where the tension lies. For the public, this is a shocking headline tied to a famous name. For those closest to it, it's a private devastation unfolding in full view of the world. Grief magnified by attention, speculation, and the relentless churn of news. And that uncomfortable contrast is exactly why this case continues to haunt people far beyond Hollywood. As of now, the facts are clear and limited. A suspect has been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. He remains in custody without bail. Investigators have confirmed a knife was used, but no motive has been released. No timeline has been finalized, and many details remain sealed pending autopsies and court proceedings. What happens next will unfold inside the legal system, starting with medical clearance, an arraignment, and decisions from prosecutors that could carry lifelong consequences. Until evidence is presented in court, everything else remains allegation, not verdict. This is a case that demands patience, restraint, and respect for due process, especially amid the noise that often surrounds celebrity tragedy. We'll continue following verified developments as they emerge. If you want clear updates without speculation, like the video, subscribe to Papaya Room, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss what comes next.